But you actually have to go and look at the speech and see what they say themselves to understand why this article is such bullshit, right? But he's just reading this and going, oh, this is all bullshit. Like, dude, I'm seeing it in real time.
Gamers, just like many other people, will literally see capitalism take out its...
Oh no, he's doing the... Oh, it's actually Actually, guys, if you were lefties, you'd be right. Dude, honestly, this is like insufferable to listen to. Dude, he's literally just like reasserting all of the cringe. Oh, look, kiwi farms. Oh, yeah, kiwi. He's like, dude, it's so shameful.
Everybody just goes, I'm right, the dev is wrong, he's lying to me, you're also gay. You're a gay black woman, actually, I've decided, and that's a...
Oh my god, man, it's like, there's like, hyperbole can be funny sometimes. It's too insufferable. It is literally infuriating to listen to this guy pump out the slop to his audience. I'm really interested in with this. Is this. This was originally called Gamergate is Back, but now it's called Why Are We Doing This Again? Black equals woke. Okay.
Sweet Baby is a dev pub company that goes to dev teams and makes sure it has friendly, open-minded, and more diversity in their games. Just so happens that their most reasons said all games all bomb. Right-wingers think they bomb because Sweet Baby is a woke liberal agenda company burning games. This is all you need to watch on the Sweet Baby Inc. thing. It's gamers doing Gamergate shit to get mad at diversity in games this time. Asman is headlining the chart.
Oh no. His chatters are retarded. It's tragic. Zerg with the 15 Australian dollars. When are you going on Lotus Eaters? Thank you for the 15 Australian dollars. I don't know. I'm not in control of that. Apparently Sargon, you know, watches my stream from time to time, so we'll see. Maybe when I need to be more racist, and then maybe we'll see.
These the woke consulting firm that ruined all these games. If Samus was revealed today as a woman, they would have called it forced diversity. I don't understand. This whole Sweet Baby thing started as a schizophrenic thing on 4chan. Asman is giving you so much fuel by talking about it. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Asman is giving it so much fuel. In this particular instance, Asman Gold actually had a good take. Okay, so we'll credit Asman Gold for having a good take on this one, from what I heard.
Going on. Do I want to cover this? I don't know what the fuck is happening. Sweet Baby Inc. doesn't do what some gamers think it does. No, one company isn't forcing diversity on your all favorite games. Sweet Baby Inc. is the largest narrative design company in the games industry, nor is it solely responsible for the characters and the stories of recent high-profile releases like Alan Wake.
Dude, you can see... I'm seeing it happen in real time, right? Alicia Mercante, some fucking progressive retard, puts out a shitty article, and then progressives look at it and go, look at this article, it's all bullshit, without looking into it in any detail. But you actually have to go and look at the speech and see what they say themselves to understand why this article is such bullshit, right? But he's just reading this and going, oh, this is all bullshit, though. Dude, I'm seeing it in real time. It's happening in real time right now.
2, God of War Ragnarok, Suicide Squad, Justice League. But good luck telling some gamers that. Late last month, one of the company's consultants discovered a Steam group dedicated to detecting games that Sweet Baby Inc. has worked on. The purpose? To encourage people to avoid those games because the group had deemed SBI was pushing a woke agenda by working towards greater diversity, equity, and inclusion. The Steam group has more than... Wait, do they not like Alan Wake 2? The Steam group now has more than 100,000 followers in its own Discord that boasts nearly 2,000 members. But this ire against Sweet Baby Inc. and DEI initiatives...
Oh, yeah. I've seen this. This is funny. Look. Oh, the begging. There's more than that too. Didn't she do another? She put another tweet out as well. Where is it? It was like, only Hasan can save me now. I don't know if it's still up. But yeah, she is fucking thirsty for the Hasan appearance. Like you wouldn't believe.
In general, is it new? October 2023 Kiwi Forum post share similar sentiment stating that the company's involvement in Remedy's award-winning 2023 action game Alan Wake 2, possibly one of the biggest scandals in gaming history. Wait, they're mad at Alan Wake 2? Alan Wake 2 was awesome. What kind of brain aids these dumbasses have? They just like hate... Wait, why do they hate it? Black woman detective main character? That's why? This is literally a meme. Oh my god, they...
Okay, I haven't... Again, people get very funny when I speak about Alan Wake 2 in the wrong way. So I'll just be clear again. I've not played it. Okay. I don't know what it's like. I'm going to play it. But what I would say is that in a game called Alan Wake 2, I would expect that the main person you'd be playing is Alan Wake 2. And apparently that's not the case. You don't play as Alan Wake 2 for most of the game. From what I've heard, which sounds pretty retarded. But has he played Alan Wake 2? He might have done. He does play some games. But yeah. Anyway, I don't want to speak further on it. But from what I hear, you know, Alan Wake 2, I can understand why people maybe didn't like it, but it did get good reviews, and some people liked it. Anyway, let's keep going.
They still are doing the meme. They're literally like, black woman, oh, this game sucks. That's it? That's actually what's going on? Yo, wait. I thought gamers liked Alan Wake 2. What the fuck? It's like a good game. Excuse me? Listen, in order to successfully launder the narrative that video games are too woke, you have to get mad at like games and then slap them with the woke sticker, not like a good game and get mad at it, because then people are gonna be like, dude, shut the fuck up. You're gonna come across like an idiot. My point always, when it comes to art or when it comes to movies, when it comes to television, when it comes to video games, is make good games. Make good movies, make good games. I do not give a about anything else. If you got a diverse set of characters, while it bangs, awesome. Avatar, not the Netflix adaptation, but the original Avatar is a perfect example of this. You will never find, nowadays, if it came out now, you would have these brain-dead loser psychopaths probably fuming about how the Avatar is because it's...
Do you know what as well, right? I tell you what it is. I think if you go and read all the articles, okay, I reckon if you go and read all of the articles about this, I'm pretty sure that all of them put Alan Wake 2 at the forefront of their presentation, and there's a lot of imagery about Alan Wake 2. And I think that that's intentional, because Alan Wake 2 is probably the one that most people are going to look at and go, oh, but I liked Alan Wake 2. It's happened in my chat even, you know, where people are like, oh, but Alan Wake 2 was good. Why would you complain about that? And I need to play it, really, because this is going to be the big battleground over this, I guess. But I think that's why, because some people liked it and it was popular and well received. So, you know, it's like, oh, you haven't got Alan Wake 2. And it's like, well, you know, there's other games listed there. And there's a broader issue here where if you listen to what Sweet Baby Inc. is saying, they're saying the opposite of what Hasan is saying, right? They're not saying make it about the story and make it good, right? They're not saying, oh, do it like Avatar where it's just a good story. And they're saying we're putting diversity and inclusion at the forefront as an additive to things. And like, they're saying they're going to do the things that people are complaining about largely, you know?
Well, they got a bald child. Oh my God, they're doing cancer visibility or whatever the But when it came out, it was a perfect example. It's woke, it's got great politics overall, teaching you not to be a fucking asshole, and simultaneously it bangs. The thing is, a lot of this like liberal DEI it usually is just marketing. I don't know who the they're marketing for, but it's just like you're angry at the wrong thing. It's like a fraction of the budget. That's it. And sometimes it leads to positive results, but it's not the focus on like making sure that there is trans visibility in a video game that makes the video.
See, that's interesting, isn't it? Because he says the DEI thing and just hand waves it away as like, oh, but you know, that's just marketing and it's a small fraction of it, right? And it's like a lack of curiosity to go. And listen, I think some people are a bit conspiratorial with it, but to go, okay, so there is DEI stuff. Well, what is that about, and why is that in there, and what's the purpose of having that in there? And is there a potential that you could have a situation where a DEI thing is inserted because they're pursuing a certain incentive, and it is to the detriment of something a gamer would look at, and they are pursuing it, you know, and there's. If you follow that through, it's like, well, yeah, there's a possibility there at least. But because Hasan just wants to pump out his fucking soy-infused take, that gets completely disregarded for just selling the benefits of DEI, you know? Yes, exactly. It's like the level 1 progressive take, isn't it? And also, there's a little bit of like, it's not happening, but if it is, it's good. When he says like, you know, oh, well, it can lead to positive things sometimes, though, can't it? Do you know what I reckon? I think as much as previously it was stuff about awards, like award shows for games, I think that could be an element to look into in this. Is in the I reckon that some of these award shows have probably got DEI quotas and stuff. And I say that solely because of speaking to my friend who runs a PR company that's got the same thing. I bet that, like the Oscars, there's probably certain things like that that come into play, and that's probably why one of the reasons, at least, the game companies are doing it. The awards. It's the awards. I reckon it's the awards. I reckon that's a big part of it.
Video game bad. The Yakuza franchise is a perfect example of this. One Piece is another great example of this. These are two different franchises with profoundly woke politics that are just bangers. They're fun. They're compelling. They're so great.
Yeah, but then these are things that he's pointing to, right? I think that I'm not an anime guy and I've not played this game. Okay. I don't even know if it's woke or whatever. It sounds like he's just saying that. But anyway, this is the point, is people don't mind having certain politics and narratives in games if it's coherent and makes sense. So even if what he was saying was true, that this is woke, right, and it was still beloved and liked or whatever, it's likely because it makes kind of coherent sense within the narrative as it's constructed, right? But I've not played these games or watched this anime, so you need to tell me, chat. Are these woke? What does he mean by woke? Because they got Asians in. Well, presumably they got Asians in because it's set in Japan, right? Is that what he means? Because it's got Asian characters in? Because if that's the argument, then well, it actually no, that's siding with the gamers because they would say, well, yeah, it's set in that area, so of course the characters are going to be Asian. Whereas if it was like set in Japan and it was all black people, all sub-Saharan black people, people are going to be like, wait, that seems a bit weird. Why is it all blacks? But we're saying it's not woke. Okay. And also, yeah, just looking at this, there's two characters here and they've got big tits. I don't even know what this is. I don't know. Listen, I don't watch this shit. I don't know. I don't like Asian shit. Okay, it's that simple.
Great. People think they're right wing. Okay, right wingers love talking about how right wing these franchises will be. Right? The conversation around Sweet Baby Inc. has ignited a fundamentally misinformed Gamergate-esque firestorm as employees have faced rampant harassment as a direct result. Industry figures have had to deny allegations that SBI comes in and completely changes their games. I spoke with several employees of Sweet Baby Inc. to learn what the company actually does, and the misunderstanding of its role in the industry highlights a far broader problem. The games industry has had its fair share of struggles lately for massive layoffs and wildly expensive games like Suicide Squad falling short of expectations. According to its loudest members of the Sweet Baby Inc. detected Discord, the company is directly responsible for those failures, not the studios that employ them in the first place, because of the content Sweet Baby allegedly forces into games. Dude, I swear to God, gamers, just like many other people, will literally see capitalism take out its cock and...
Oh, no. He's doing the... Oh, it's actually... Actually, guys, if you were lefties, you'd be right. Because you'd be saying it's capitalism that's bad. Is he doing that?
And slap them in the face and go, you know what this is? It must be black people or trans people doing this to me. You could have like the Monopoly man come out and be like, I'm doing this. Put the monocle on, okay? And be like, I'm doing this. I'm ruining your favorite activity for money because you're stupid and I will make more money. That's why I'm going to keep juggling IP over and over again. Oh, you want more loot boxes? Well, guess what? Our profit margins are looking better than ever. That's why we're going to keep doing mergers and acquisitions, baby. Nothing for the art itself. Money. I'm doing it for money.
What's funny about this as well is there are some people that are talking about that stuff that would be right up this guy's street, the BlackRock shit. Get on board with them. Get them over to the left if you want. But no, this is so stupid, isn't it? Oh, you guys are actually just making lefty points. You don't even realize it. It's just capitalism, guys. It's just capitalism. Now, there is obviously a profit motive, but I think there's a dismissal of an ideological aspect which does exist in this. You know, Sweet Baby Inc. clearly ideologically motivated, and that leads to them finding that niche in the market to sell themselves as this narrative company that can, you know, do diversity readings of your script or something like that, you know? But yeah. There is no right or left, it's all corporate centrism. Dude, honestly, this is like insufferable to listen to. It's the most obvious shit, isn't it? It's the classic response. It's not happening, but if it is, it's good it's happening. Also, you guys just care about capitalism. You should be lefties. If you had the right political views, then it would be good actually to talk about this. He is always insufferable, I know. We're going to persevere, though. This is 42 minutes long. According to Google, Alan Wake 2 cost over 75 million to make and only sold 1.3 million units. I thought it was a financial success. It was a rave review. Also, one of the isn't it only available on what's it called? It's not on Steam, is it? Yet? I don't think, is it? Reception. Where's reception? So yeah, it says it did well, but it's not profitable from the looks of it. By the end of December 2023, Alan Wake 2 had sold 1 million units, and by February 24, it sold over 1.3 million units, making it Remedy's fastest selling game. It sold more units and over 3 times more digital units in its first month than Control did in its first 4 months. While the game has recouped a significant amount of money spent on development and marketing, it still is not profitable. Damn. There we go. Not good. Yet to turn a profit. 16th of Feb 2024. I mean, it probably will eventually turn a profit, right? Because considering that the minimal amount of further investment that will go into it, but it's like it's bad for the company. Like you don't want to have a game that's been out for this long not turning a profit, right? Dude, okay, I'm watching a bit of this. I need to see what it's all about.
I've not played any of it. This is as far as I've got. This little title screen thing here.
No, I needed no commentary to play.
Feeling than your passionate hobby being used for a hackneyed political argument by people who clearly don't give a shit about it other than for unsung meaningless points against the other side. Actually,
right. I need to get a little flavour of what it's like because it's such a topic of discussion. We're gonna watch 10 minutes of this, okay? Okay, that's true. Yeah, when I clicked forward, it was like quite far into the video. Yeah, it looks like it's what 2 hours before you play as Alan Wake. Into the gameplay. Then you play as Alan Wake for like what? An hour? I mean, you know, I can understand. Like, you're playing Alan Wake 2. You want to play as Alan Wake. And for a lot of this, it looks like you are playing as the black woman. Now, that's not to say that it's ruined because it's woke. But tomorrow night, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to lock it in. Tomorrow night, we're going to do the first gaming stream on the second channel. And we're going to be playing Alan Wake 2. We're doing it, okay? Okay, let's go back to this guy. I don't know if I can watch all of this. We're gonna watch the Metica stream in a bit. So we'll probably switch over to that in a bit. Let's see how much we can stomach of these takes. You know, he's not taking any effort to educate himself. He's just looked at an article which is massively pro Sweet Baby Inc. I mean, it's classic Hasan, really. This is why it's so boring to watch. It's the same shit every time. Yeah, right? He doesn't actually engage with it. He looks at something that agrees with him and goes, look, this agrees with me and I'm correct about this.
I love capitalism. And they'll look at that and they'll go, gay people did this. I'm so mad at gay people. I'm so mad at the gay people that did this to me and my video games. Meanwhile, the executives literally are like, ha ha ha, we're making more money than ever. What a wonderful day today. I will ruin another franchise, another beloved franchise.
Who's talking about gay people? I don't think anyone's even talking about gay people. Like, what is he on about? I've not heard a single person talk about the gays until Hasan has covered this. It's not even about gays. It's about, you know, the idea. Well, I guess you could say, oh, but, you know, when I spoke to Nicholas about this, he mentioned the gay people. It's, you know, you can have a gay person. It's not a problem having a gay person. It's when it feels forced and out of place. Wrong.
$4.99 from ELLIE. Will we be getting daily Let's Plays too?
They give the $4.99. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. You know, if I've got nothing on, I want to get back into gaming, and I end my stream. I normally go to bed fairly quickly, or watch some fucking YouTube videos, some YouTube slop. So yeah, it'd be good. Good to get some gaming going on.
Franchise, I will recycle the IP on, and these idiots will go and play it. Meanwhile, you got Helldivers. Everybody loves it. Literally the wokest mother the actual wokest devs out there. But when it's woke, they go, actually, these guys love fascism. It doesn't make any sense. We are getting...
Wait, what?
Actually, these guys love fascism.
Okay, what is he trying to say there? Well, I think the point with Helldivers is that it fits within the like it is a parody of like fascism, right? I've not played again. See, this is my problem. Another game I haven't fucking played. Another game I haven't played, so I can't speak on it. But the point there is that it isn't forced in a kind of obnoxious way. It is kind of a subtle element of the game that you can engage with if you want to, of this parody of a hyper-fascist culture or something, right? It kind of fits within the narrative. It fits well. It doesn't feel shoehorned in or forced, you know? And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's a bit in Helldivers where someone turns around and goes, yeah, we got to stop Trump from getting in office or something. Like, there's no modern day Californian bullshit. There's like none of that shit in there, right? Another game I need to play.
It doesn't make any sense. We are getting progressively dumber and dumber and dumber and dumber, okay? That's what it is. I honestly think, like, maybe some of the dumbass will, like, understand that their politics are not being represented by these, like, video game creators that they love, like Hideo Kojima being a great example of this as well, right? But they won't. They just shut off their eyes and close their ears and go, la, 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 never mind.
Wait. It feels like they point to all these examples of these beloved games, and the reason they're beloved is because anything that's in there is done in a coherent, sensible, a coherent way that makes sense within the narrative, right? So they point to Hideo Kojima, but Hideo Kojima with Metal Gear is not inserting lots of crazy shit that doesn't make any sense, and is like you got some random trans character or something, right? This is a criticism of like American whatever, but it fits within the narrative. That's my kind of view on this, is like they always point to these games that are beloved. Like they do it with Star Wars, don't they? Oh, Star Wars is about fighting fascism. Why do you think that's woke? The original movies, at least. Well, it's because it's well put together and well made, and it all fits. None of it feels shoehorned in. None of it feels, weird or like, oh, there's a random character here that's got this spiel about Black Lives Matter, or, the pronoun selector, as Ass would say. Pronouns! Fucking pronouns!
Being a great example of this as well, right? But they won't. They just shut off their eyes and close their ears and go, la, 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 never mind. This guy's actually secretly a right-winger, and they move on. The year is 2016. Gamergate is ravaging online discourse. Donald Trump is about to get elected president. The year is 2024. Yep. So what the f this Sweet Baby game does anyway? What do they do? Even games that are widely considered to be successes are not safe in these conspiracy theories. Alan Wake game director Kyle Rowley took to Twitter to dispel rumors that Sweet Baby was the reason protagonist Saga Anderson was black. A rumor first traced back to the aforementioned October 2023 Kiwi Farm post. I love that this is like a forum with like some of the most mentally ill people get to genuinely dictate conversations now. Like it is the worst thing you can do. It absolutely is not true, but Rowley's concise statement and similar ones made by other industry.
Oh my god, man. Dude, he's literally just like reasserting all of the cringe. Oh, look, Kiwi Farms. Oh yeah, Kiwi. He's like, dude, it's so shameful. He's reading the article and just reaffirming the things that are in there. Like the Kiwi Farms thing. Kiwi Farms is in there because they're trying to make you think Kiwi Farms is bad, therefore this criticism is bad, and it's coming from doxing, like, bigots, right? And he is, like, reasserting that. He's not questioning that or engaging with why is that in there. It's, yeah, God, Kiwi Farms, a lot of mentally ill people, am I right? It's like a massive circle jerk. Yeah, exactly. Dude, fucking painful, man. Christ. Oh, man. Oh, God, Gamergate 2 is here, guys. And Hasan is on the other side. No research. And nothing, yeah, this recent bout of stuff is not really, I mean, Kiwi Farms brought attention to it, but yeah, this is some guy that decided to set up the Steam page. And then it's the Streisand effect because, God, It's so annoying having looked at this for a little bit. I don't even know everything, every element of this, but just looking at this for a little bit, you can see how retarded he is. Because he's not engaging with any of the substance of this. He's literally looking at an article that sweeps for Sweet Baby Inc. that agrees with him and just reasserting all the points that they're making. That they're making intentionally to play hide the ball.
Members have not silenced conspiracy theories. This is the other thing that I see so frequently, which is that there is no charitability for the devs at all, where we basically look at, nowadays, we look at misinformation that aligns with our agenda and we go, that's the truth. And then what do? We go out and
that's literally what you're...
we harass the devs. Okay, the devs come back and say, I literally made this game. You are wrong. So in that situation, you're supposed to go, you know what? I'm going to take a step back. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe, although I have these biases, right? Although I have these biases personally, perhaps I was misled into believing that things were the way they are by these forums and by people championing the misinformation in the forums. Nope, nobody does that. Everybody just goes, I'm right. The dev is wrong. He's lying to me. You're also gay. You're a gay black woman, actually. I've decided. And that's a...
Oh my God, man. It's like... There's like this hyperbole can be funny sometimes. But when it's hyperbole to back up the narrative that's being pushed by these fucking cretinous game journos and the Sweet Baby Inc. defenders, it's just, oh, it just rubs me up the wrong way, man. It's not funny. It's not shocking. It's not like speaking a truth of something. It is just pushing the fucking woke goy slop perspective. It's like hyperbole can be used to make a funny point about, make an insane point to poke fun at something, right? And that could be funny. But the way he does it is to just reassert all this shit. Like to straw man so hard. It's like the point of hyperbole isn't to straw man necessarily. It's to make an absurdity of an argument and make it funny. But he's literally using it just to straw man the position of the other side. When... it's very clear that this isn't even what's being said. Reductio ad absurdum strawman strat. Is that what it's called?
A bad thing. I've also decided I'm doubling down. What are you doing? What happened to truth? What happened to like actually arriving at a conclusion after finding out more information? We've lost it. There's nothing. On March 5th, I managed to spend an hour or so in the Sweet.
Hasan is like one of the biggest proponents of that. Oh, dude. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to watch this a little bit long. Dude, this is insufferable to sit through. I can't do it. I literally can't do it, man. It's literally causing me pain. He's just signaling to his audience. We're going to give it 5 more minutes, and then we'll switch to this Metica stream that everyone says is good. Oh my God. Bring back morbidly obese naked man.
Sweet Baby Inc. detected Discord before I was booted from the space, likely because I identify myself as a Kotaku journalist. In it, member shared post referencing feminist frequency founder Anita Sarkeesian. They're still crying about Anita Sarkeesian, bro. Let it go.
Wait, what?
Sarkeesian. They're still crying about Anita Sarkeesian, bro. Let it go. It is 2024. Why does this woman occupy so much space in your mind, your soul, your heart? What is going on? That's some real freak shit, bro. It's been decades. Most people don't even know who the fuck she is. That's crazy. Dude, that is the most like 48 years old post I've ever heard. If you're in a Discord server posting Anita Sarkeesian takes, you're 48 years old. You are now the official dad on 4chan. You were 38 when Gamergate happened, and you never let it go. That's crazy. Let it go. Anita Sarkeesian did not play a role in the gaming industry at all, no matter how hard you try to justify it. The entire narrative of like SJWs and woke culture has ruined this or ruined.
Well, the thing is, the reason that she's being mentioned, yeah, is because there's connections there. There's connections there. But, like, God, I can't. There's something so pathetic about this guy desperately pushing out the right talking points to his audience. It's like, the thing that's so annoying about this guy, there's a complete lack of curiosity to him, where he'll read an article about it, right? Whereas, like, I'm genuinely, because I hadn't watched the woman talk about it. I'd seen some clips, and I thought, oh, you know, I think I kind of agree with the gamers here, but I want to see it fleshed out a bit more and see what's what. So I wanted to go and look at other stuff. But, you know, he literally just fucking... Well, what does he look at? I don't even fucking know. I'm not going to watch this, man. I can't fucking engage with this. It's too insufferable. It is literally infuriating to listen to this guy pump out the goy slop to his audience. It's very shallow. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, I'm not even saying that you have to agree with the criticisms of Sweet Baby Inc. You can even disagree if you want, right? But at the very least, at least go and engage with it a bit more than just looking at the article. Well, let's see what he does. Where does he go from here? So he goes to the article. What's this?
Does nothing but makes things worse. This might be one of the biggest reasons modern gaming writing, dialogue, UI, and UX are all bad. Yeah, dude, that's right. Sweet Baby Inc. is the reason why modern gaming UI user interface is bad. You're so right.
Gaming has finally been exposed. And unlike the fictional mythical...
That's really funny that he's posting Helldivers in here, which is insanely woke. Like, insanely woke in its politics, okay? Never will you ever be able to describe that to a person, though. Like this especially. There's no way.
Is it... That's not... These people just don't know what it means. Like, I get it. People use woke all the time and it's annoying, right? But the whole point of woke is not something that coherently makes sense within the narrative and the world that you've built. It's something that feels or looks or seems shoehorned in, right? This like saying Starship Troopers, the movie, is woke. Like it's a satire of fascism. God, honestly, I get annoyed with people calling everything woke on the other side, but this is way worse to me. Calling something woke when that's not even what people mean when they say woke. That's another game that I need to play. Yeah, it's absurdist humor, and people get a kick out of it. And the thing is as well with it, right, is, and this is what the game journos hate, isn't it? Is you can engage with Helldivers 2, and you can completely ignore the satirical elements, and you can roleplay as a fascist if you want. You can just be a fascist, because that is what that is what it allows you to do that. It's like death of the dev, death of the game dev, right? You can pretend to be a fascist and roleplay as a fascist, even though it's supposed to be satire, right? But then the game journos don't like that, and I'm pretty sure I've seen articles or commentary on this where people are like, oh, people are actually being a fascist in the game and that's not what it's about, and they get mad about it. And it's like, unlucky, you fucking soy game journo. I'm going to be a fascist. Fuck you. Yeah, exactly. And with Helldivers, not having played it, I'd imagine that people play it and they think, wow, this is a really good fucking game. This is a brilliant game, and all those other cool little story elements. But fundamentally, it's a fun, well put together, good game, you know? Metica essentially is the author of Gamergate and is basically a low-key Nazi. Oh my god, bro. Metica's a Nazi, guys! Metica's a Nazi! Soy, soy, soy! Well, you're going to be in for a treat in a bit because we're watching his last stream. Okay, so there's this. What is this?
Through its heavy involvement in Western game studios development.
Oh, he's still watching the video.
On paper, Sweet Baby Inc.'s mission is to bring inclusivity and diversity into the games that they work.
None of the words right-wingers use in the fake culture war even have meaning anymore. Yeah, it's just, dude, this is a great take. Look, Amy Ham, wokeness is no match for Sydney Sweeney's undeniable beauty. Because we have gotten progressively dumber and dumber as a society, woke...
Okay, God, I'm going to defend conservative shitty journalism shit, right? When people say that wokeness is no match for Sydney Sweeney's undeniable beauty, the point they're making is a lot of presentations and representations of women nowadays, right, diminish femininity, okay? You've got everything from a woman who looks fucking ugly and has got no tits, to put it very bluntly, okay? All the way through to, right, well, this trans woman who looks like a man that's got a beard, well, that's representative of womanhood and that's representative of femininity. Because actually having a beard can be feminine, right? And the point they're making is, you've got a woman here who's traditionally kind of good looking, who often is presented with the cleavage out. And this isn't what you often see as presentation of women. And for the past decade or so, presentation of women like this has been seen as problematic and criticized. I mean, this was the fundamental root of Anita Sarkeesian's criticism of the gaming industry, which apparently is now irrelevant, is that this is a problematic presentation in a video game to have a woman with big hulking tits, okay? So this is probably some shitty right-wing fucking article. I don't really care about it. But the point that's being made is there's an acceptance broadly across all political stripes of this woman, and oh, look how beautiful she is and hot she is, and she is like a traditional presentation of a beautiful woman with big tits that you don't necessarily see anymore in media in that way, right? So that's what people mean when they say wokeness is no match for Sydney Sweeney's undeniable beauty. Now, you could disagree with that, and you can have a different take on it. That's fine. But what these takes serve to do by going, what do you mean by this? It's like there's no cure. What do you even mean by this? Wokeness? This is so stupid. It's like, actually engage with the point that's being made, not the point that you've made up in your head to act like people are stupid for pointing out something that is true, that this is in opposition to how women are normally presented to us in the modern day, right?
Doesn't even mean anything. It just means like, I like Sydney Sweeney's tits, which means that's not woke. That's it. That's literally what this article is. And that's a actual public.
Is he going to read
that
it?
Wrote the article. That's insane. You're an adult. You should maybe have those opinions in your mind. That's fine, but don't reveal them. Brie Larson stopped being woke after showing her massive tits unironically.
Dude, it's so... this guy. How can anyone watch this guy, man? Why even ask if he's going to read it? No, he's not going to read it, is he? I think we all know that.
Wait, what? None of those words are in the Bible. I do not know what you were talking about. This is not a thing, okay? Woke women have big breasts too. What the f? This has nothing to do with politics. I'm losing my mind.
Does he really not see? Okay. There's actually a meme of this. Oh, God. What's that guy's name? Grum something or other. But someone, if someone can link it to me, I'll show it quickly, right? But there was this image, and it showed like the Fable woman, right? If the Fable woman, and then it was like a big-titted, buxom woman that you might have seen in a game 15 years ago, you know, as, oh, this is what it would look like if it wasn't woke. And that really gets to the heart of the thing that's being said here. And people were calling them like a porn sick freak, and that probably is true, in fairness. But I think the point that's being made is the presentations of women are so dramatically differently. It's so dramatically different nowadays. Grums, is that it? Yeah. I think he tweeted about this. Let's have a little look at this image, okay? I mean, it happened with like Mortal Kombat, right? Like if you go and look at the old Mortal Kombat game, the women were presented in like completely absurd armor that didn't even protect them, and then their big tits out, right? But now it's like they're more covered up, and you can think that's silly or whatever, and you know, say who cares about that, fine. But like, it is undeniable that presentations of women in media have changed dramatically, and the sexual elements of characters have been downplayed, and that is likely indicative of women gamers, women in the industry, and stuff like Anita Sarkeesian complaining about this shit, right? Like, show me the corruption and the death of creativity by the boring progressive ideology in the AAA market with just one picture. Let's see how many examples we can reach. I'll start. So is the point here that this just looks shit? What is... Someone explain this to me. It's just like it's not got much flavor. Soy Joker. Twinked out Joker. I mean, I just look at it and I think, yeah, this looks very uninspired, right? Oh, they try to make you feel bad for the Joker. Or is it more to do with his character? I mean, I look at it and I'm like, this looks kind of shit. I'm going to watch Metico after I've talked about this. Bland. Very bland, yeah. Anyway. And then there's this. I mean, this is insane. Like, I agree that this is a bit excessive, right? I think this is a bit much. This does come across as a porn-sick freak has made this. Okay, I mean, this is fucking ridiculous. But then this is, like, exactly the point at hand, isn't it? Like, this is, like, such an ugly character. Why? Why is this character so fucking grotesque looking? Like, I would say there's a balance in between these two, okay? But, I mean, this... But one thing that it's like two extremes of the spectrum. But one thing that I think is true is that you would have seen this in a video game 15 years ago, right? In fact, to be honest with you, this character, this character looks a bit like a Twitch streamer. First of all, okay, and second of all, what's funny about this is you had all these complaints about women in video games having their tits out, and now women just do it on a video game streaming site, and everyone's like, yeah, cool. All the wokes are like, yeah, that's cool, but you're not allowed to have a fucking big-titted, buxom fucking woman in an RPG anymore, you know? Who is this? This looks shit. Come on, this person is porn sick. Like I say again. There needs to be a balance. Stop lying. What am I lying about? Okay. Okay. This one. I mean, the eyes like look a bit weird. Maybe this one I can get on board with. You know, clearly there is like, this is the new version, right? And this is what you would have had 10, 15 years ago, right? I think it's because it's a bit slanted. They look a bit slanted to me. I don't know. It looks like there's some sort of glitch on this eye here, maybe. But no, I see what they're going for. It's like, it's prettier. It's prettier eyes, isn't it? There's prettier eyes here. This one I'm on board with, yeah. That's what it used to look like back in the day. Wait, what are you saying? Look up some of the characters and see actual photos. Okay. I've not played Mortal Kombat 1, so I don't know. You're lost. Well, yeah, I've not played the game. I don't play fighting games. But this one, they did get criticised because of how fucking weird she looked. Yeah. Okay, let me I'll look it up. Mortal Kombat 1. Female characters. Here we go, let's have a look. Okay, I see what you're saying. She looks nice here, yeah. But the breasts are different. The breasts are a bit more covered up. Normally you'd have a big old cleavage back in the day. But yeah, I can see what you mean about the face. Okay. Get him out! Get him out, come on. You got a Twitch stream to get to. Okay, okay, look, this one's a bit more... This is Sindel, isn't it? Okay. That's a bit more sexualized, I'll give you that. I'm not into this, to be clear, okay? But yeah, I see what you're saying. Obviously, you played this game, so you know better than I. I agree with you. This is fine. This seems fine to me. It feels like they've taken, like you say, the worst possible screenshots on the other ones, haven't they? Dude, why are they showing her ass so much? Who is this? Sub-Zero woman. Oh my god, they trans Sub-Zero. They keep going on the ass. What the fuck is that about? Oh, woke. Woke! Black, woke, it's woke. Probably a leather as well. Okay, so yeah, I will agree with you that they've taken the worst possible screenshots for this. That is what they used to look like. But yeah, this like I say, this is like porn sick. This person is obviously porn sick. This one's pretty fucking crazy. This one, like I say, this is too much, but I agree. This is like an insane thing. But I guess we'll have to wait to see if the game will come out also, right? Okay. Now let's look at Mary Jane. Because that one, I thought, yeah, that does look pretty... I mean, the cleavage is excessive, but...
But how do I make money off depressed people?
$10 from Decape. Where is your eyes, Chad? I aim Chud. Winking
Thank you very
face.
much for the $10.
What's up, gamers? Hope you guys are all having a great day today. Just full of so much positivity and knowledge that was revealed. Why does she look so much uglier this time around?
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the... No, 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 no.
I mean, you would have to be blind to not realize the difference.
Okay. I saw the images and I thought she's ugly. Was she ugly or not? Who's played Spider-Man 2? What? Holy shit, are these all the costumes? Oh, you can get her old outfit, look. Okay. Is this the old outfit here? That's fine. What's the problem? Okay, yeah, sure. I agree. That person's a pervert. Porn sick pervert, for sure. But was this true?
Difference between
well,
these
I just need to see a video of it. I don't need to see the pictures. Spider-Man 2 blocks over ugly Mary Jane. Dude, it's so fucking annoying. Like, all I want to do is just see the video. Is she that bad?
Why all the hate on Mary Jane in Marvel Spider-Man 2? It has been 67 days since Marvel Spider-Man 2 released. During this time, there's been a lot of discussion on the internet and forums regarding this game. Some good things, some bad things.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Some of these things that were being discussed were people hating Miles' new suit, which,
Love
you know...
your show, by the way. But we can all say honestly that the picture on the right will get more people to play the game. Everything else is irrelevant.
Really? You think so? I'm not totally against the narrative, but these people will take the worst possible screenshot where a character is bugged the fuck out mid-speech and put that next to a glam shot with AI touch-ups. Yeah, I agree. Nah, I don't know, man. Maybe if you're a fucking gooner, sure. But I presume the reason they've made them more modest as well is to try and make it so, you know. Like, yeah, like the whole point of Mortal Kombat is not, oh, I get to look at the woman's fucking tits, okay? The point of Mortal Kombat is it's a fighting game. Are the mechanics good, right? Is it fun to fight, etc., right? Like, I don't think Mortal Kombat is ruined because of this. Like, if you make Mary Jane ugly, right? That's more of an argument because, you know, that could have an impact because you're like, oh, what the fuck have they made Mary Jane ugly or something, right? But stuff like this, I just don't think this is like, oh, well, if you had the big booby woman, it would lead to more sales. Yeah, I feel like Mortal Kombat is a dead end. I don't know why we're talking about fucking Mortal Kombat. Like, Mortal Kombat isn't even fucking involved, as far as I understand, with the Sweet Baby Ink stuff anyway, right? But again, you know, the problem I've got here is I've not played any of these fucking games, so I don't have to. I'm not a true gamer. I've played none of them, so I don't have personal experience. I played Mortal Kombat before, but not the latest ones. I suppose if I looked at my old experience of playing Mortal Kombat games, right? I'm not sat there playing Mortal Kombat because I'm thinking, oh yeah, the woman looks really sexy. I'm sat there playing Mortal Kombat because I'm like, you know, oh yeah, the fighting's fun or whatever. Or I could do a combo or some shit. Or the X-ray moves look cool, you know? Or the fucking fatalities. The fatalities. Yeah, I watch the fatalities normally because I like watching the fatalities and seeing what they've done when some fucking whore gets chopped to bits. Okay, sure. See, this is the only... So, the Mary Jane one I'm undecided on, okay? This looks like it could be a bad image. I'm a bit undecided. I think making her, like, traditionally prettier is fine. The cleavage is excessive and unnecessary, right? Here, I agree with changing the face, but this seems very bland in its own way as well. And the big tits, although, yes, sure, you would have had that in a game 15 years ago, I think there's a more of a balanced one here, where they don't have to look like a fucking complete ugly bitch, but also you don't have to make them into some insane, idealized gooner fuel, okay? There we go. Simple. This is Fable, and it's not even come out yet. So we're saying this without even knowing what the finalized game is going to be like. And the actual actress that looks kind of quite, you know, like a pretty lady. So it's kind of funny how they've made it look this bad in this image. Gooner Fuel sells more copies, so you were wrong again, Chud. Am I really? Are you seriously arguing that a game like Mortal Kombat is going to sell better if it's got, like, big-titted women in? I think that's retarded. I think you're retarded if you think that. Gooner retards coping. That's my perspective too. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm not arguing sex doesn't sell, right? I'm saying that the reason that people will buy Mortal Kombat is not because they're thinking, oh yeah, I can't wait to see Katana with her fucking pussy flaps out. It's because they want to play the latest Mortal Kombat game and enjoy the mechanics of the fighting. That's the primary reason that they're going to buy the game and engage with the game. There's some stuff like this where I'm like, okay, I get this. I get that, like, this looks like shit, right? And while I don't agree this is excessive, there's probably a middle ground there, okay? But then the other thing I think as well is, like, people are probably going to buy it anyway. Like, this is one of the criticisms, isn't it? And the classic thing with the Starfield rant is you do this big rant about pronouns, and then you immediately go back to playing the game. And it's like, well, you're not really making a point there, are you? Because you're still playing the fucking game. And you're still buying the goy slop. Well, no, I was figuring out in real time. Because obviously, you know, I'm looking at this. And I'm thinking, this seems excessive. But I can see this looks ugly. I get that. But then you look at the actual model. And then you look at this and you're like, oh, is that what they look like? But then when you look at the actual fucking video of it, you're like, okay, they look fine. They're just a bit more subtle. They're not quite as excessively sexualized. And then you find out on top of that there are still outfits you can get that are more sexualized. Starfield sucked. Starfield didn't suck because of a pronoun option, though. Like, this is... Okay, you're now being retarded. The soys have been pissing me off, but your retardation is now pissing me off because you are too strongly attributing this stuff to the entire game. And I think that's retarded. And I think that's stupid, right? Starfield sucked because it was a shit game. It didn't suck because of the fucking pronouns. But that's the implication that they're making, you fucking retard. What are we talking about here? We're talking about Sweet Baby Ink, you fucking moron. So of course that's the implication. And that's exactly what's happened with this fucking as retard. Is people are acting like, oh, he was actually right about this. Even though he wasn't right about it, and he had a complete freak out for no good reason about a pronoun option when there's other things about the game that were shit. Yeah, exactly. If they didn't take time to add in the pronoun option, it would have been better type mentality. But then when I look at the Spider-Man 2 game, right, I agree that having those shitty missions is a negative detriment to the game because you could have spent time doing other stuff that you instead focused on some shitty side missions about 2 gay guys going to a prom and a fucking deaf person spray painting a wall. So I agree with that. I agree that that's shitter, you know? You're downplaying how all these little nicks and bruises in art add up to ruin the character. How? Where am I doing that? Explain where I'm doing that exactly. I've got the correct take on this. I'm right about this and you're all wrong if you disagree, okay? How am I doing that? Like, if you're looking at this, okay, and I do understand somewhat some of this stuff, like I say, but if you're looking at this and you're like, look at what they took from us, and you're looking at this and like, this is what I want it to be, you're a gooner. You are a gooner. You just said Starfield is about pronouns. Oh my god. I didn't say that at all. I said that there's a post hoc rationalization that the thumb guy complaining about pronouns was correct because of all this stuff that's come out now. And I don't agree with that. I think that's fucking retarded. He was a fucking retard then and he's a retard now. And he's been way too fucking smug about it, okay? Yes, but what I'm saying is the stuff in Starfield with like the fucking blend of brown people and stuff like that, right? I don't think that I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, oh, you know, that is what made Starfield bad. There's a multitude of other things that made Starfield bad. And I'm more in agreement with the idea that the stuff in, say, Spider-Man 2 was more detrimental because that's something that, you know, would have taken time and effort to create that would have taken detriment away from other aspects. Right? That's what I'm saying. They want the right image so the character is a sex object that just stares into the camera lustfully instead of actual character or personality that does things. Yeah, sure. Bad character design is bad character design. I mean, yeah, sure. I think, you know, it's like if you're creating a character and your focus isn't, let's think about making a good character that is just a good character, right? And whatever else follows from there follows. Cool. That's fucking based, right? But if you're creating it as like, oh, we've got to paint this woman in a certain way. We don't want to give the impression that women can be beautiful and look nice and da-da-da-da. Sure. And there's some examples of that I think are relevant, okay? Stuff like this is just retarded gooners complaining about the fact that the characters aren't just fucking pure retarded sex objects anymore. And I disagree with that. Especially when I've looked into a little bit more of what these characters are and there's literally no problem with it whatsoever. They're just a bit more subtly presented, you know? Stuff like this, I'm on board with being critical of this. This is fucking gooner shit though and excessive. And then, I don't know about this. I need to look at it a bit more, watch some actual videos. All I can find, I've searched Mary Jane Spider-Man 2, and I can't just find a video of her in the game. All I've got is some person going, oh, they made Mary Jane ugly. Well, let me see for myself, for fuck's sake. I don't need the commentary. I can see with my own eyes what I think. And people are saying it's a self-insert of some developer or something. But then other people are saying it's just what the actress looks like. But anyway, there we go. Jesus Christ. Are we done with this now? Are we done with the Sweet Baby Inc stuff? I'm kind of bored of talking about it. And I don't want to watch any more Hasan. What was the purpose of having ugly characters? Well, an ugly character could fit in with the narrative or setting, right? Like, it's also insane to think that every woman has to be some beautiful fucking babe. So it's about, does it make sense within the fucking setting and within the dynamic that's at play, you know? And you probably do need to have a bit of fucking artistic license when it comes to, you know, some of this stuff. Because if you presented a woman from the fucking era of Victorian times, they'd be an ugly bin. And that would be fucking shit if every character was just an ugly bin, you know? Uh-oh. What's this? Is this evidence against the narrative? Mortal Kombat has been doing well commercially, according to NetherRealm Studios' parent company. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Mortal Kombat 11. It looks like it's increased every time. It's hard to directly compare Mortal Kombat 1's launch figures to sale of previous entries due to lack of official data. Okay. Mortal Kombat 11. And each iteration has gotten less sexualized, right? Those are COVID numbers. Correlation is not causation. Yeah, but you're trying to argue. Okay. I feel like this is a dead end, this Mortal Kombat thing. I think you people are putting way too much onus on the idea that people are buying Mortal Kombat because the woman looks sexy. I think that's retarded, okay? I think you're far better off focusing your attention and focusing your argument on the Fable thing, or if the Mary Jane thing is there.
Okay, that's
right?
wonderful. But how do I make
Sure,
money?
there's stuff there to look at.
$10 from Lord Mathis. This is my problem, that the Gamergators will say the sensible woke stuff doesn't make sense in the story and then at the same time cry that a female warrior isn't in a bikini.
Yes, sure. I agree with that, yeah. See, this is what I'm saying, is that's a frustration from the fucking Gamergate side, in that they just want their women to be fucking insane sexualized beings, and then they argue that, well, if they were fucking sexualized, the game would sell better, and that isn't even backed up by the data or the evidence or the information. You know? Because it's not about the sexualization of the women in that game series. That's the problem. Yeah, except nobody says that. People were saying that in my chat earlier. I said, do you think it would sell better if a woman were sexualized? And a lot of people were going, yes. Anyway, I'll just skim through this video. I'll just skim through the rest of this video quickly.
It's like so weird. I mean, we saw this. We saw the negative polarization that Republicans brought upon themselves.
Okay, here we go. Finally. Right, thank you.
I hope you'll join me on this journey. This is...
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
There are plenty of fighting games where all the characters are just sexualized women, and they aren't as popular as Mortal Kombat.
Thank you for the 100 bits.
This has been Mary Jane Watson, and you're listening to The New Normal.
She started her own podcast.
Oh, wow.
If only we were that quick to publish. Bro just finished recording and already uploaded it, had a title, thumbnail, all that stuff. It's done. 1 second later.
Wow, that's good graphics, isn't it?
Episode 1, done.
Nice. I don't know.
Ooh, are these good to go?
In a minute, I want to show you something first.
That actually looks so good. They look thick.
It has molasses in it.
Uh-oh.
Yum, I'll take those.
Too many blacks, and they're deaf. Woke. I mean, yeah, probably a bit overblown. There is something, like, not quite right about it, but, yeah, probably a bit overblown, I'd say. The biggest issue with this wasn't even the Mary Jane thing. It's this fucking weirdo fucking black death shit. That's the problem with that. But yeah. See, that's the other thing I think that the Gamergate 2 need to recognize is that there are some things that you probably want to push on and fight on that are, you've got a point and you're going to get somewhere with it, right? But if it's like shit like Mary Jane's face, like that probably is weaker ground. Like, put your effort and focus into what you're going to win ground on because you've got a decent point, rather than put your effort into, oh, well, Mary Jane hasn't got a big set of bangers and cleavage anymore, you know? I think that's a lesson in that's the best thing to focus on, is what point have you got to say, well, yeah, this is an interruptive thing, or this is something that takes away from the game in some way, etc., you know?
With the Super Bowl, where they were mad that a white punky football guy from the Midwest was dating a white Christian musician. And they were like, that sucks because they're doing...
Okay, listen, I'm going to start issuing out bans to you retards. Oh my god, Chud realising the people in the article weren't chatting absolute shit. Yes, they were chatting absolute shit, okay? Because they're being completely dismissive of everything and every criticism, right? And they're talking about the most extreme examples of stuff to dismiss everything, right? But I've said from the start, and even when I watched the fucking As stuff and the Friday Night Tights fucking crowd, I've said those people are retarded repeatedly, okay? It's not like I've just come to this realization where I'm like, oh my god, you're telling me that people are making excessive, extreme claims that are bullshit, right? Okay? I've said that from the start. I've said the Friday Night Tight Squad need to fuck off because they're retarded on this, right? But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to stand firm with the gamers, because that's where I land on this. And it doesn't mean that I'm not going to look at people saying retarded articles and sweeping for Sweet Baby Inc. I'm going to go, oh no, that's fine actually, when it's very clear they're trying to obfuscate the truth. And when I've gone and looked at it myself, right, I've gone, oh no, they are saying that they're doing this, you know?
Doing gay autism vaccine promotions, and they want Joe Brandon to win. I hate this now. It's like, what? They're woke? What's woke? What's not woke? I don't know anymore. I'm a very simple guy. I like boobs, I like movies, I like video games. I want those things to keep existing and be fun. Right now, we are actually, you know, no disrespect to anything else, with the Brandon regime, we have gotten a ton of good movies.
Okay, well, I don't know why we're talking about Biden.
Blatantly racist and or
It's pretty funny. I'm sorry. It's pretty funny to put Helldivers as your background, which I assume he enjoys because it's a great game, by the way. He's literally showing Helldivers as a beacon of like not woke, which misses everything. Helldivers is infinitely more political. Helldivers as a video game, like its narrative, its story, its concept, it is anti-fascist. It is the most political video game you can play.
Okay, yeah, I can't. This is just stupid, man. It's the classic, oh, that game that is not a problem because it actually does something well. Well, that's actually woke. The thing that you're pointing out that you don't like, that isn't this game, well, it is actually this game. I'm going to tell you it's this game. And look at these game journos telling you it's this game too. We're done with that. The main thing I've realised from this is I need to play more games, because a bunch of the games that are being spoken about I've not played, so I can't really weigh in on what I think about it. Oh, I'm going to play Alan Wake 2 on stream tomorrow. 100%. Alan Wake 2 after stream tomorrow. We're going to do the first gaming stream on the second channel, okay? There we go. We're going to see what I think about it playing it, because I can't figure it out whether it's woke or not. We will see. We will see. My second channel is ChudLogic Noir. ChudLogic Noir, and that's quite good because it's like After Dark, isn't it? We're playing After Dark.